So here we are with this Japanese 5-needle pine. This is a tree which has already been reserved by a customer, and the quarantine tag can now come off. Now let me show you why I need to repot this tree. As I said to you, these pots are far too small for a tree of this size in the UK. In Japan, it is perfectly acceptable, both visually and also horticulturally. But they will not survive for long, certainly not in the British winter. It's an in-curve pot, so it's going to be quite a job getting it out. So let me show you the entire process. You must be asking me why on the 4th of July I'm in the middle of repotting. I'm not really, I'm just transferring the pot into a bigger pot. So I'm not doing repotting, I'm just putting it in another pot. There's a big difference between actual repotting and just changing the pot. The trouble with in-curve pots is that they look nice, especially for literati trees, but it's very difficult to get the tree out of an in-curve pot once the roots fill the pot. So you just got to be patient. And I know that in the sandy medium, I don't have to cut any roots and it will come out. This is where, if you've done it for how many years, maybe I started bringing imported trees in 1986. So that's almost 40 years since I've been importing Japanese pines. So here we go, it's nearly out of the pot. There you go. Now have a look at the roots. Come close and have a look at the roots. This is the mycelium, and these are the white tips which show that the pine is growing quite strongly. But it is pot bound, but it's not the right time to do a proper repot. So what I'm going to do is just ease the roots, and then if you come here and see what I'm doing, I'm going to take the mesh out. Very often I find that people have put them in bigger pots without taking the mesh out. It's wasteful. See, so this lovely mycelium is there, and the tree is quite strong. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to gently ease the roots. Try not to break any roots. You may break the odd root, but try not to break any root, and for goodness sake, do not cut any root. We are simply putting it into a bigger pot so that it grows strong for the coming year, and maybe even for 2 years. And then when it has a lot of root, we will then do a proper repot. So this is just a temporary repot for the health of the tree, and to give the tree more vigor, and to help it sustain or endure the harsh winters of Europe. I know that in Japan they do get snow in the winter, but their winters are not as severe as in Western Europe, certainly not in central Japan. And most of these pines that grow in the sun are grown in the southern islands of Kyushu and Takamatsu and places like that, where the temperature are very, very hot, almost tropical. So these pines grow in those conditions. So that is all I do. Loosen the root like that, and now I'm going to find the appropriate pot. I brought some training pots. This is a mica pot, very dense mica pot, unbreakable as we say. And then these are plastic pots made in China or Taiwan, I don't know where. So I brought a selection. Now this is clearly too small. It's hardly bigger than the existing one. This is possible, and this is possible. Don't forget, I'm not putting these pots for exhibition purposes. This is just for the health of the tree. So this is possible. It's slightly bigger, but I may have to deal with some of the roots on the edges. So I think that may be a bit dangerous in case I break roots. So let's see what happens if I get it into this. Even this I may have to deal with some of the roots, but I think the volume, in terms of volume, this pot looks right. So let me show you what I do. Okay, so I need to deal with some of these roots. So remember, I'm not going to cut any of the roots. I'm just trying to rearrange the roots the best I can. Look at it, it's pure sand, 100% pure silver sand, and the grain size is like ranging from 3 millimeter to about 6 millimeter. Some of them are slightly larger. And this is the medium they use in Japan for most of their pines, black pines and white pines. But having said that, it is only used predominantly from pines that grow in Takamatsu, the southern islands of the southern tip of Japan. And over there, because it gets a lot of rain, this medium suits that sort of climate. But if you bring it to the west, this medium will not work. I can tell you straight away. After growing these for 40 years, I know that this does not work. So I think this should fit in. So I'm going to take it to the potting bench and show how I pot it up. With these pots, the drainage is quite good, the holes on the side, but I will still have to tie the tree in. Tying the tree in is now a standard practice. Back in the 60s and 70s, even the trees which were imported from Japan were seldom ever tied in. No one bothered tying them in. But it is a good practice because you don't want the tree to be rocking and moving around. So tying the tree in is very good. Okay, so this is how I'm going to get it in. I'm going to squeeze it in. And because the tree is leaning this way, I'm going to plant it at an angle like this. So the main thing is that I'm putting more soil, more volume in. The most crucial thing, of course, is the type of compost I use. If we come closer again, this is our standard Herons mix. It's got about 30% akadama, and then all sorts of Japanese volcanic grits in it. And then there's tiny bit of organic material. When I say organic material, in the days when peat was allowed, we used to use it, but this is now leaf mold, finely chopped pine bark, and this is the standard compost used in the UK nowadays, and it looks like this. Beautiful stuff like this. And organic material is the key to mixing with our standard compost. So you could use it like this, provided you protect it, but this is only slightly, I would say, better than that soil because it's got more akadama in it. But what I want to do is predominantly use an organic material in it so that it looks like this rather than like that. And that is only for the first year. When it gets acclimatized to the British weather and climate, I will then change it over to that soil. I don't know why they like it like this, but this is the way they behave. There are many things that we don't understand. We just do it because it works. It is called empirical wisdom. You know, you do it because people have tried it and it works. So that's it. So trying to squeeze it in without breaking the root, and you have to loosen it a little more. Many of you will be buying these trees, and if we haven't done it for you, this is what you should do. Okay, so that fits the pot nicely like that. That fits the pot. Okay, let's just... We don't want all these Japanese labels. And then we're going to fill the pot with soil. So this is the soil we're going to use, like so. I know some of you will disagree with me, but believe it or not, this works. after I've done this, I'm going to show you some other pines that also came from Japan, but they were grown in the Tokyo area, and they are planted in a slightly different soil. So let me finish this and I will then explain it. Okay, so now I tie the tree in so that it doesn't get yanked out. Okay, I'll tighten it in a minute. And of course, the usual thing, use the chopstick to fill all the crevices. So this is how I repot these pines, and it should really start thriving in the soil. So I've changed the soil slightly so that it has a better chance of survival. And if you didn't do that, I think you will have a problem. Now, I'm now going to take you back into the quarantine house to show you some other trees planted in other soils. I'm just passing by some of the yews that we grow on our nursery, and look at the soil we use here. This is exactly the same sort of soil. Lots of organic matter and some gritty akadama and volcanic grit. But it's not in 100% sand. That's the big difference. So most of our trees are grown in that medium. So if you look around, the same thing applies throughout the nursery. These are the trees that Kevin did last October. Look at how big this is growing. All this growth, 6-8 inches in one season since April. And this is the soil we use. Like muddy soil and some grit in it. Now let me show you trees that come from Japan. Come along with me, Freddie. And we will show you some white pines that are not grown in what we call the Takamatsu region. These pines were grown in Saitama. And Saitama is near Tokyo, and look at it. It's almost 100% fine akadama. That means clay. Akadama is clay. So this is clay soil, like mud, for want of a better word. Akadama is just a type of mud that they find in Japan. So this is just growing in mud. So you see how well these grow. This tree I won't need to touch because I know that this soil is suitable for this type of pine in the British weather. So it's only the trees that are growing in pure sand that we have to change. So I hope you've learned something from this video. There you go.